Again, welcome to Encampment. This is one of the largest encampments that we've had in Minnesota Wing. We've actually had to add 2 flights to accommodate all the basic cadets that apply. As I watched you guys through in-processing, it brought me back to the year 1994 when I was 13 years old going to my first encampment. And I thought to myself, what in the heck have I got myself into? It's an intense process, it's overwhelming, but I guarantee each and every one of you at graduation in a week, when I ask you if you wanted to stay for another week, everyone's going to raise their hand and say, I wish I could stay another week. You may think to yourself many times, I wish I was at home, I miss my dog, I miss my mommy, whatever, but this is going to be a great experience. There's going to be a lot of cool things. What do you guys expect this week? Well, there's going to be lots of drill, lots of drill and ceremonies. You're going to do some inspections. We're going to have a lot of classes on all CAP curriculum. You're going to learn a lot of stuff that's going to help you through the rest of your career. We're going to do the O course. We've got land nav. We got volleyball. We got PT. We've got a couple of really cool surprises lined up for you guys. So when things get tough, remember there's going to be a lot of cool stuff for you guys to do as well. And like I said, this is the beginning of your CAP career. There are so many opportunities for you out in Civil Air Patrol as a cadet. And actually one of the classes I get to do this week is CAP National Activities Opportunities. So this is where it begins. This is where everything begins. This is where you learn and you build that foundation to go on to be squadron staff, to go on to be encampment staff, to go on to be staff at the Leadership Academy, to go to the national activities. And if you're fortunate enough, like our commander here and myself and a few other staff, you can experience the International Air Cadet Exchange Program. So this is where it begins. I'm going to challenge you guys to work hard. We have some of the highest standards in Minnesota Wing for anybody in Civil Air Patrol. But those standards are very obtainable. If you work hard and you do your best, you're going to be able to meet those standards. And you've got a strong team of staff members that are here to help you. But more importantly, you have your flight team that are here to help you. And if you're going to accomplish your goals, you're going to have to help each other out. When you're on the O course and somebody's falling down, you need to pick them up and help them. When you're doing inspection prep and somebody can't get their towel folded right or they can't get their sheets folded right, you need to be there to help them. And this encampment is going to be what you guys make it. You know, our staff has worked very hard training, very hard preparing, but this encampment is yours and it's what you make of it. So again, I want to thank all the staff members. We started preparing for this encampment as soon as the last encampment ended. So it's been a lot of work, a lot of preparation, and I want to thank each and every staff member that's here for all the time and dedication that you put in to make this happen. And thank you guys for coming. This is a huge challenge. It's going to be difficult, and especially when your friends are off on summer camp or Boy Scout camp or playing video games or screwing around or playing airsoft. You're here doing something to make yourself a better person. So thank you for that. And last of all, enjoy the experience. Get everything you can out of this. Have fun, be safe, and do your best. I'm now going to introduce Cadet Colonel Frame. He is the CTG commander. And then when he's done with his introduction, I'm going to introduce my executive staff, and they're going to introduce you to the senior staff. And then Colonel Frame is going to introduce his staff, so you get an idea of all the people that are going to be working with you this week. Colonel Frame?
Thank you, sir. Good evening, cadets.
Good evening, sir.
Encampment is going to be one of the most challenging weeks you have ever been through. It is also going to be one of the most rewarding weeks you have ever been to. This is my 6th encampment, and I keep coming back because I love encampments. And I sat where you were in 2007 and was scared. I did not want to go. I almost backed out the day before. And I'm back for my 6th one. So I'm challenging each of you. You can do it. You can be successful. You can make it through this encampment and you can excel. And someday you could be Captain Affairs, or Command Chief Master Sergeant. You could be a flight commander, a colonel, or you could be going on IAs. So make sure that you're not just focusing on the fact that your flight staff is correcting you. Make sure you're not just focusing on the fact that PT's hard, because it's going to get better and it's going to provide opportunities, like Major Friesman said, that you won't get anywhere else. To do this, you need to keep in mind 3 very important traits. The first one is teamwork. Teamwork is working with your team, working with your flight staff, with your TAC officer, within your squadron, and within the CTG as a whole. Make sure that you're communicating, because without your team and their skills and their experience, you will fail. No cadet ever passes encampment, gets 100% on their first inspection, day 1. No cadet gets every single drill movement right on day 1. They work as a team, they build up, so on day 7 they can meet our standard. The second is discipline. There will be times when you want to quit, to give up. You will be on the mile run, and you don't feel you can go any further. You will be drilling, and it will be hot, and you just don't want to focus anymore. Or you'll be in a class, and you'll be tired, and you'll want to sleep. I encourage you to have the discipline to know that you can do it, that you can push through it, and make sure that you're getting the most out of every single moment at encampment. And the last is you need to have initiative. If you see something needs to be done, take charge. Go do it. Make your squadron better, your flight better, the group better. Go and do it. It's your job as a basic. It's no one else's. Encampment, again, is what Major Friesman said, is what you make of it. The motto this year for our encampment is Una nos crucun, which means together we grow, which focuses so much on that teamwork aspect. I myself, as a CTG commander, am learning new things from this entire experience, and I will be growing with each and every one of you. And I'm going to be learning, and I'm going to be developing, and I'm going to become a better cadet, just like you, each of you are, by being here. So I encourage you in closing to keep this quote in mind from Ralph Waldo Emerson: "Nothing great was ever achieved without enthusiasm. Work hard, stay motivated, and this encampment is going to be one of the best experiences of your life."